Hi everybody, Kaiwaza with you. Welcome back to my channel. I know I've been missing in action a little bit lately. I've had technical issues. My computer laptop crashed, and he was able to restore it, the computer guy, but he was kind of adamant about how I should have Windows 10 because I had 8.1. And I had 10 before when you could get it for free, and I uninstalled it because it screwed up my music media player and it was wonky, so I got rid of it. And he said, no, if you do a clean install, it should be fine. So anyway, he saved my computer, which I'm very thankful for, and Windows 10 in and of itself is fine, but then I discover it has no, have you had this experience? It has no DVD player. And I play a lot of DVDs because I'm a Netflix and I like a lot of obscure movies that aren't available for streaming. Yes, I stream stuff, but I also have the DVDs to get the more unusual stuff. And my camera, which I'm recording on right now, my Pentax camera, which I use for everything, the software, they have not released software for Windows 10. Like, yeah, seriously, are you for real right now? I was talking with them this morning because my disk wouldn't work, and so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. He said there's something that's compatible that you could buy and yada yada. I don't know, I haven't figured it all yet out. But what I am here to tell you though is I'm so glad I never got rid of my previous laptop that I had that was very wonky and had crashed, and somebody came to my house and fixed it and actually, unbeknownst to me, installed a pirated Windows 7 on it. But I kept it, and I keep a free software, antivirus software on it, updated, and I'm really glad I have, because I've used that when the others in the shop, and I can still, in the meantime, use this camera and make videos and upload through the old computer, which still has the software and everything on it. So maybe it's a good piece of advice. Don't necessarily throw away your previous laptop. Just hang on to it and keep the antivirus updated, because I'm really glad I did that. I've been able to use it, for some things. Anyway, you're not here to hear about that. So, Hawaiian records. Yeah, we're going to continue looking at my Hawaiian records. We're in the letter F, and we're going to pick up where we left off, okay? And first up today, we have a bit of an update, actually. This is a letter in the alphabet that we already covered, letter B, and an artist that we've already covered. But this is a new acquisition. I just got Discogs, I think I got this from. Marcel Bianchi, a French steel guitarist, and his Hawaiian Serenaders on a Cruise. This is a French album. One of his... the songs are not Hawaiian, they're just sort of popular tunes but played on the steel guitar. And I have to say, this album, wow, like, I like some of his other stuff, but I really enjoyed this album. There's some nice kind of cool funky arrangements on here that I liked, particularly, however you say that, that Vermeer der Miss Duchesne or something. I don't know, Andrew Sisters did it. And the other thing I love about this record is the label. Do you not love that? I love that. Yeah, anyway, Marcel Bianchi, On a Cruise, great record. Now for the letter F. First up, we again today are on a orchestra leader by the name of Floyd, who had a career on the mainland and did eventually move to Hawaii and worked with musicians in Hawaii on their music, and then did a couple of albums on his own. This is on Liberty, national released, Little Grass Shack, and yeah, on the Liberty label. And like I said, this was released on the mainland. And a little personal story about this record. I remember I had to have had this record when I was so young that I had forgotten about it. Like before, like when I was 5 years old or something, I think I had this record. Because I vaguely, like I never consciously thought about it, but when I came across this record in a record store many years ago, maybe I've had it like 20 years or something, when I came across this record in a record store, when I saw it, you have those moments like, wow, like I totally remember having this record when I was a little teeny kid, and I must have broken it, which I know I did with several when I was really young. And never replaced it or whatever, but I just remember having this record because I remember this bamboo thing and this picture, who I think that's Sandy Warner, isn't it? And the font, which I really like here. Anyway, Chick Floyd, the other album he did, amazing. Hula La, is that not an amazing cover? The Entrancing Rhythms of Chick Floyd, also on Liberty. This one has some interesting songs on it. Samoan Fire Dance. There's Still a Lot of Steam in Kilauea. You don't hear that one very often. Aloha, I Love You is a wonderful Martin Denny song, Late at Night. And some very famous musicians. Now, what I should say about this Chick Floyd records, both of them, if you like easy listening kind of orchestras, if you like that kind of music, but you like it to have like a very authentic Hawaiian flavor to it, these records definitely do. Like, it's an orchestra, but there's very well-known Hawaiian performers he used on this record, on both these records. And there's a lot of Hawaiian percussion. There's a lot of Hawaiian vocals by native Hawaiian artists. So it's like a combination of easy listening with very authentic, orchestral easy listening with very authentic Hawaiian elements to it. So I really like both of these records, and I would recommend them. Chick Floyd. Okay, now we go through, there's a group, I meant to pull, so let me pull this record and show you before we talk about it. Okay, so there was a group called The Invitations that was quite popular, both here, and they had deals, record deals on Liberty for the mainland, and they did a couple of good selling albums, and that were very popular here in the islands as well. Tight harmonies and sort of, this is a reissue, sort of cha-chas and bossa nova-ish and very 1960s kind of stylings. The leader of this group, Buddy Fo, we'll talk more about these when we get to the letter I, but the leader of this group is Buddy Fo, and he sort of moved to the forefront much in the way like, I would say, Diana Ross and the Supremes or something, and kind of went on his own career later with his own group. So this is Buddy Fo and his group Kiss Me Love on a local label here, Makaha. Great album. I will have to say, and I don't know the story behind it, maybe this was the transitional period, I have seen this very same record with the same cover art and everything called Kiss Me Love by The Invitations. So maybe there was some sort of intermediary period, or maybe this is Makaha, maybe it was a mainland release and they used the name The Invitations on it. I don't know. Great album, great songs. If you love lounge singers with really great harmonies, I don't know why that's not focusing. You will like these guys. And then they did some other albums too, which we just go through kind of quickly. Live at the Shell Bar, Buddy Fo and his group. And again, most now, that first one I showed you has a lot of Hawaiian songs. The following ones, they don't do that much. They do a couple of Hawaiian songs, like Hawaiian Wedding Song or whatever, and they do a lot of Kui Lee, very contemporary kind of sounding songs, the local Makaha label, but not, really not traditionally Hawaiian types of songs, just more Kui Lee, modern. It's a DJ record, apparently acquired on November the 1st, 1967. One paddle, two paddle. Makaha. Then he did a mainland album on Capitol Records, Buddy Fo's New Hawaii, The Vocal Sounds of Today. It's kind of a nice cover. And again, it's not specifically Hawaiian. Aren't really, when I look at it, really aren't any actual Hawaiian songs on this one at all. But it's just a kind of jazzy, girl from Ipanema-ish kind of swinging, that has a Hawaiian flavor to it, This is on Capitol. Buddy Fo. Okay, so we'll stop there and we'll listen to some samples.
there he's busted. His friends forgot his name. His old Cadillac car is rusted. And he's dying, he's dying. Oh, he's dying every day. They call you Sadie, the little South Sea lady. They say that Sadie is the reason for the heavy tourist season in the islands, so many miles across the sea. Some sweet magic brings you to me, and when we kiss, the fragrance say goodbye. Everybody loves a good guy. Where the love is coming to be love. Oh, we throw our nets right into the sea. Swoop to we go
So I hope you enjoyed those little bit of sound bites there, and I hope you'll join me for the next video, which should hopefully just be this week sometime. And I'm really excited. Today's Friday, and it begins the Hawaii Collectors Expo, which they have a couple of times a year at the convention center, and I live for these things. I just love going to them. Tonight's the first night, so I'll go tonight because I'm off. And you know, they have all kinds of Hawaiiana things and tikis and whatever. Hawaiian, sometimes I find Hawaiian records I don't have, or upgrades of ones I have that are in bad shape. So really looking forward to that. So tonight, Hawaii Collectors Expo, yay. I'll let you know if I find anything really cool. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.